Hi, Ron LeGrand here. Before we get started with the podcast, I thought you might want to know that I recently recorded a 90-minute online training about how we make so much money today in the terms business. That's on pretty houses in pretty neighborhoods, not the junk houses that we have to go rehab or wholesale. I go through step by step on exactly what I and thousands of my students are doing right now to make the fastest and the easiest money in real estate without using your money or credit. If you're interested in doing just that, go to thementorpodcast.com/free training. See you there.
Welcome to the Mentor Podcast, where the most highly motivated entrepreneurs come to get their weekly dose of financial stability with host Ron LeGrand, as well as other nationally recognized thought leaders who will teach you how to get, grow, and protect your wealth.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of the Mentor Podcast, designed to help you make more money, make it faster, keep more of it, and retire very, very rich. My very special guest today is Caleb Pearson, and his message is all about how to find deals on the MLS, and he's got a very distinct way of doing that. I met him at a joint venture conference, and their whole room was full of real estate investors and all kinds of cool people. And so I asked him to come on here today and share his secrets with you. So are you ready to share your secrets, Caleb?
Yeah, Ron. Hey, I appreciate you having me on.
Okay. Tell them who you are and what you do, and then I'm going to turn it over to you and just interrupt when I have questions, all right?
Okay, sure. Yeah, so I'm Caleb Pearson. I'm a real estate investor / agent out of Charleston, South Carolina. I've got a real estate brokerage team here they'll do about 200 deals a year. And then we've got a fix and flip and a wholesale team as well that does about right around 100 deals a year. And we buy apartments, which we've recently started acquiring. And then I came up with this piece of software for finding deals on the MLS called Zoom Offers. That's another side business that we've got. And we started to let people around the country use the app, and they're picking up deals with it. And it just makes making offers through the MLS so much more time efficient.
Mm-hmm. All right. So tell us about it.
Yeah. So, from my background in the retail side of the business, I've probably met with, call it 750 sellers face to face. And about 1 out of every 10 to 15 that I'd meet with, I just found that they were super motivated and they would take much less than what they were asking for the house. So I'm thinking, all right, if I'm meeting with that many people and it's that high of a percentage of motivated sellers, how many motivated sellers are there actually in the MLS that have their house listed already? Because everybody in the MLS has already raised their hand and said, okay, I want to sell. Here's my price. You just don't know what price they're willing to take. Right. So I had a friend that I told about my idea of building a software where you can make mass offers by just a few clicks. And I'm not techie at all, but he connected me with someone and they helped me build it out. And we test drove it in our market. And we've picked up really good deals from it. And it's part of our marketing that we do on a weekly basis.
Okay. All right. So give me the skinny. How does this thing work? And I mean, I'm a listener and I'm a little cloudy. How is it going to make offers in the MLS without even talking to the seller, right?
Yep. So the way it works is it automatically populates all of the active listings into the app. Okay. So like, let's say there's 5,000 active listings in your current market. I can go in and I can make offers on all of them if I want by just the click of a button. And then I can use a little toggle that I can offer a percentage of list price. Like, let's say I want to go offer 60% on all 5,000 of those active listings. Well, I can go in, drag the toggle to 60%, click submit offers, and then it will auto-populate 5,000 offers with the address, the price, closing date. It will sign the offer for you, and it'll lay it in the listing agent's email, just like it's a regular offer coming from your agent. So instead of sitting down and individually typing up offers on every house that you want to make offers on, it's 1 or 2 quick clicks.
Well, all right. Let me get clear here. How does it know what percentage of the asking price to make an offer?
So you can manually pick that. So if you want to go in and individually offer, on houses, which we do every morning. We'll check the hot sheet and we'll just go through the hot sheet and click on the few active listings that kind of fit in investors' criteria. And then you can manually type in the offer that you want to populate to the contract. Or you can just use the little toggle slide. And we usually offer, it's got a Zillow estimate, which I'm not too crazy about how accurate Zillow is, but
It's not.
Yeah, it's not. I wouldn't say it's very accurate, but at least it gives you some rule of thumb. And then we usually offer about 60%.
Well, but what if the house is in excellent condition? I mean, that's going to basically insult the seller, isn't it?
It gets the conversation started. And it's just like any type of marketing. If you send out 10,000 pieces of direct mail next week, you're going to get some people that you insult. You're going to get some people that call in all upset. Same thing with this. But I'll tell you, we've picked up some really, really good deals just because we've put offers in front of people that have either had their house on the market for long periods of time and hadn't seen an offer, or we put the offer in their lap at the right time to where they're fed up with the process and they're just ready to let it go.
Can you select the houses from the MLS by some kind of criteria where you have a better shot of only going to the people that have houses that need work?
Yep. So you can do save search criteria fields. And what we found, Ron, our best deals have come from just a simple search criteria, 90 days or more on the market. Because
That's one of my favorites.
Yeah.
One of my favorites. Yeah.
We found that people are more motivated after 90 days and they're just frustrated with the process. 90 days or more. And then we use year 2015 and older because you don't want to be blasting out offers on new construction. We usually do 3,000 square foot and smaller. And then in our market, which every market has a different price point, we like the 400 and under price point for affordable housing.
And for most of our listeners, it would be way below that.
Okay. Yeah, it all depends on the price point of your market.
Yeah.
Charleston's fairly expensive.
What's your median price house in Charleston?
Like $275.
Okay. Well, here we're $185.
Okay. Yeah.
I always tell everybody, if you're going to buy houses that need rehab, you need to be at or around that or below, not above. Better be on the low end houses. Do you agree?
I agree. It's just a lot more predictable in your after repair values, and you can tell that how quickly they're going to sell.
Well, the lower priced house, the more apt people are to get into financial trouble, the less chances they got of raising any kind of money. Just the nature of the beast. Always has been.
Yep. I've done some high-end flips, and that's not a ball game that I enjoy playing in.
Well, I enjoy playing it in terms business, but not in the come up with cash and rehab business.
Yeah.
When I'm coming back to these criteria, because this thing can be really cool if I can go into the MLS and select. I'm trying to think of what criteria I'd select. Like you said, price range. You can probably even do zip code too, couldn't you? You
can do zip code. You can do style of home. Pretty much any criteria that you can put in your MLS, you can siphon down your list of homes through our app.
So time on the market is always one we use. Everyone, the longer the better. Now you know it's got a problem, and so that's a good one. So that makes a lot of sense. So you now instead of trying to hit everybody, and I've got the same question everybody else would have. Why would I want to be sending a lowball offer to all these beautiful homes in these beautiful neighborhoods and just piss everybody off? But I don't have to do that.
No, you don't have to do that.
No. Okay. So this thing selects them based on the criteria that I put in, and then it emails them. Where do you get their email address?
It pulls the listing agent's email directly from the MLS.
Okay.
So you're go ahead.
The listing agent, not the seller.
You're not delivering the offer directly to the seller because the home's actively listed on the MLS. You're delivering the offer to the listing agent.
Got it. And then the listing agent's supposed to deliver it to the seller.
Well, legally, they're obligated to present it to the seller.
Yeah, I know. Legally, they are.
Yeah.
So do you have a follow-up email that goes out after that one to the listing agent? Find out if they presented the offer?
So we actually were working on adding a drip campaign behind an offer. The app will remind you every 30 days if you've made an offer and not gotten a deal on it. And it will alert you. If you go in to make an offer on the same house, it'll pop up and say, you've made an offer on this house within the last 30 days. Do you want to resubmit? That way you're not just continuously dumping offers on that seller.
and it's all free because it's email.
Yep.
I'm trying to get this clear in my head. You drop the email to the agent. The agent, I guess, orally presents it to the seller. And then if the seller says yes, or you come back and agree upon a price, and the agent creates a contract.
So the contract's already created because it's auto-populating the offer and sending it out to the agent. So the way we do it is a guy in our office goes in every morning and he makes usually between 30 and 50 offers a day. It's actually, the number's gone down a little bit because inventory is so low right now. But he'll send those offers out in the morning, and that takes all of 15 minutes. And then he'll check his email at the end of the day for counter offers. Very rarely do the sellers just jump on your offer. But let's say if someone counters 15, 20% off of the asking price, then Justin will go in and negotiate back and forth with the agent until they put a deal together.
Okay. So the agent don't have a problem using your contract?
Well, we just use the state contract.
So your area specific.
Yes. So you can use whatever contract that you want. Our users can. I suggest and encourage people to use the contract that the agents in their market are used to seeing the most, which is our market is just the South Carolina State Purchase Agreement.
But are you making these offers just in your area?
We only buy in Charleston, but we've got users all around the country. We've got users all around the country using.
I hear you, but that just means that they'd have to have the contract that's used in their area. That's all.
Yep.
Doing it your way. On the other hand, it probably worked just as well if we made the offer to the agent and let them whoop up the agreement if you needed to. It's kind of irrelevant. All right. So what kind of response rate are you getting out of this thing? I don't know what numbers I'm looking for. I know you send out a lot of emails, but hey, it don't cost you anything. So
yeah. So we get a response from about 80% of the offers that we send out. Now, that's not acceptances, obviously, and sometimes it's just sellers decline your offer. But I'll tell you, some of the best deals that we've gotten are not when you make the offer and they immediately counter and we put the deal together in like 2 days. Sometimes we'll make an offer and then it'll be 60, 90 days down the road and we're the only offer that seller's seen and they come back to us. So I wouldn't say this is not an immediate gratification marketing piece, I would say. Can you pick up quick deals from it? Yeah, but it's also a good marketing piece because it's putting your name and your brand, and you are the investor agent that's presenting these deals in the market.
Probably not a bad idea to put a note in there to all the realtors that you're looking for these type of properties, and they have any, send them to you, huh?
Yep. And so we're building out a text feature to where you can just mass text all of the agents in the market as well, because we're already linked to the MLS and it's got all their cell phone numbers.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. So what happens if I get a seller that says yes, and we agree upon, I assume as soon as you get a positive response, you go online and do all the research you can online, right?
Correct. Yeah. Usually if somebody counters at 10% or more off of the asking price, Justin will actually go in and do some run comps and figure out what the numbers should be.
And get pictures of it off of Zillow and see what it looked like inside, perhaps?
Yep. Or the MLS.
Yeah, okay. Which you can't really trust either. Well, the MLS. So, in other words, do you find that those photos were taken by the agent rather recently in the MLS?
Yeah, always.
Well, no, not always.
Oh, not always, but most of the time.
Yeah. All right. So, you got a house and needs a lot more work than you thought. What do? Just go in there and after you go see the house, just renegotiate the contract?
Yeah, or kill the contract if there's no salvaging the deal. But we put a 10-day due diligence or a study period on all of our contracts. So if we lock something up sight unseen and we go out there and the house is just a total disaster or a tear down, we try to either retrade the number or we back out of the deal.
Okay. I'm just thinking, if I want to do this outside of my city, I'm sure the realtor would go out there and take me some photographs as well and give me a report. Not sure if I like that idea. They're kind of got a dog in the hunt, but I could certainly give somebody to go out there for sure, do the same thing where I wouldn't have to visit the house. In fact, you're not even negotiating with the seller anyway. You're just negotiating with the realtor, so you don't even have to talk to the seller. You just have to go back and forth based on what somebody sees that's actually seen the house. I know there's a lot of virtual buying going on right now, but man, I just have a hard time actually buying the house without somebody seeing it first. If I'm paying cash, I'm flipping a contract, who cares? But if I'm actually buying it, I want somebody to go see it.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. So you're buying it in your city, but I'm thinking of all these people doing it virtually. I mean, I got students buying houses in 5 or 6 states, and there's no reason why you can't actually.
Yeah, we've got a couple of users that are in different markets. I mean, we got one guy that's in Jacksonville and in right outside of Boston.
There ain't no houses here in Jacksonville. You tell him, get the hell out of Jacksonville. Tell him that they passed a new law here. You can't buy houses. Okay. So, all right. So give me the skinny on this software. What do we need to do to get into this program and learn how to use it?
Yeah, it's pretty simple. So you go to
thementorpodcast.com/Zoom
offers. And there's a quick demo video. You click sign me up now. It'll send you a quick demo video showing you how the app works. It's really simple. It's like a 4-minute clip. And then when you're ready to sign up, if you say, I think that says pay setup fee now, and then it's a $1,500 setup fee. And then it's a $500 a month service. But what we've seen is even at $1,500 setup fee and $500 a month for a monthly service fee, it's still most people's least expensive marketing channel.
Geez, that's only one little cheap wholesale deal in a year.
Exactly. Yep.
Okay, so it's not free, but on the other hand, the leads are about as quality as you can get, and then free to do. I mean, you can't fire out a bunch of emails and get some people to respond. You can mail a phone book and get some people to respond.
Yeah, I mean, you're just casting a big net over the market, and it's like I said earlier, it's a good marketing piece for you too, as branding yourself as the investor agent in the market.
All right, so it's really not any more complicated than that. Go check it out, sign up if you want, and then how do they learn how to use it?
So we send out training videos with it. I do walkthroughs with clients if they can't figure it out from the training videos, which is about 1 out of every 10 people that we set up. I'm telling you, Ron, it's super easy to use.
Well, that would probably be me, would be that one. But fortunately, I'm not doing it personally anyway, but I want my team to get set up on it, Caleb. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
And we'll try it and test it out. In fact, I'd like to test it out everywhere we go to do a boot camp. You know, we do 6 of the live boot camps next year. So, yeah.
Well, we'd love to have you guys using it and your following.
Well, can you follow up on my team and let's get it in our hands and let's get it out there, and then we'll do a follow-up and I'll give you the results of it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, because I got a good team. We're building a team right now. I got 2 acquisitionists, and I'm going to build this thing up, do about 10 houses a month, which is plenty enough for me. I specialize in the pretty house business, but I have no problem with junkers either. I've done about 1,000 rehabs in my life and about 1,000 wholesale deals, so I still remember how to do them.
Yeah.
What a market we're in right now, huh?
Oh, the market's crazy.
It's incredible. I mean, who's ever seen a market like this before?
It's the best it's ever been in my career. I know you've been doing a lot longer than I have, but in the 10 years I've been doing it, it's by far the best I've ever seen it.
It's the best I've ever seen in my career either. I mean, we get houses rehab, put them on the market, they're gone. I mean, like last 2 I put up on Friday and they were gone on Saturday. And they weren't Friday evening. Okay. So that's the market we're in. So this is a great time to do it. You know, I'm thinking, I'm also in the pretty house business, Caleb. I'm wondering if there's not a way to send the message to the realtor simultaneously that you're also looking for nice houses in nice neighborhoods with sellers who could allow us to make their payment for them or make them a monthly payment if it's free and clear, probably on properties they cannot get sold for whatever reason. Maybe they need some work and the seller can't afford it or whatever. I bet we can work that into this system. It's just adding to the email to the agent, be my guess. Yeah,
you can change the wording in the email that goes with the offer. You just go into settings and you can write whatever you want. With offering terms, it's almost easier. A lot of agents don't understand terms. Would you agree with me there?
I absolutely agree with you there. That's why we don't use any fancy language like terms.
Yeah.
Too complicated. Or creative financing. Who the hell knows what that means?
Yeah, they clam up and they don't want anything to do with it if they don't understand it.
Yeah. Might have to rephrase that too. We have other ways of buying houses other than all cash, and we can pay full price. That's my ad, full price for your house.
Yeah. I mean, I think it can easily be done with the app.
Yeah. At least it gets the conversation open.
Yeah. The biggest thing with the app is you've got perfect data with the agents in the MLS. You've got your phone number and their email.
Yeah, you got the right email too.
Yeah.
That's great. We better warn people though not to pick up the phone and call that seller, or we're going to get a bunch of people pissed off at us. And people need to understand, because some of them cannot go behind these agents. They have a listing on this thing. They have a legal binding contract.
Yep.
You go behind them and try to buy this house, you're going to get sued for tortious interference. And if you get sued, you're going to lose.
Yep.
You knew that house was listed, you're going to wind up paying the legal fees plus the commission. So that's a no-no. All right. So is there anything else that you want us to know right now before we get off of this? How many houses a year would you say you buy using this program?
Well, so inventory right now is the lowest I've ever seen it. We're picking up about a deal a month. We were getting about 2 deals a month when inventory was up, but it's getting a little bit tougher now to pick up deals. If I had this app in like 2012, 2013, I would have crushed it.
Yeah. If, huh?
Yeah, if. Coulda, shoulda, woulda.
Yeah. All right. If I'd have known the last recession was coming before it came, I could have crushed it too. Yeah. All right. Well, I'm out of questions. You got anything you want to add before we get done here today?
That's all I've got. I appreciate you having me on.
Well, I appreciate you being on. This is valuable information for our folks who are always looking for another way to find deals. And this just adds to it for sure. So thank you for being here.
No, thank you.
One more time, thementorpodcast.com/Zoom
offers.
Zoom offers.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Go check it out, folks. Do whatever you want to do with it. I can bring you to bear. You got to skin him. So thank you, Caleb. Appreciate your time today.
All right, Ron. Appreciate you, buddy.
That's all for this edition of the Mentor Podcast. To connect with Ron and learn how you can attain financial freedom, as well as up-to-date strategies to grow and protect your wealth based on today's discussion, go to www.connectwiththementor.com.